Also, not to get ahead of ourselves, but I did a little looking into it, and it seems like
Uh-huh.
a Terraria server is probably totally doable.
Great.
So
Awesome.
Jeff, you
I
mess around with that update much? It's
I
done, right?
installed it. Yeah, so I installed it. They to just get into the news here, but they did release a weirdly fucking massive update. Like, they were like, "Oh, this is our final update," and I figured like it'd be like a Mario Maker 2 thing of just like, "Oh, this is some okay stuff, but like whatever." And then it started reading through the patch notes and it was just like every single patch note was like this seismic shock. I was like, "My God, man!" As they went through it, and yeah, so I loaded it up and I dug down deep. So I have a character that is like has a ton of shit, and I can't remember if I got it legit or not, because at some point, like, I was playing characters and losing characters, playing characters. Like, I got to a point where I was just like experimenting around with so many different things in Terraria that I just started cheating and editing worlds and editing saves and just like messing around. So I'm pretty sure this character did not get all this stuff legit. So it didn't matter. So I spawned as that character in a world that I hadn't really messed around in much, and dug down and blew myself up on some kind of contraption, got an achievement for stepping on a trap, and was like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, I don't care if I lose that character's stuff because it's not real to me. I want to start a fresh character on this update and do stuff. But yeah, they've added like a happiness system for NPCs.
God,
I
don't think it had NPCs at all last time I looked at it.
Okay, it's had them for a while. So,
Okay.
but the idea is like, you would have people move to a town and you would build rooms for them, and they would all do different things. Like they could be a shopkeeper or
Like a
that sort of
nurse.
thing. Yeah, yeah. So they'll take on different tasks, and now like you'll have, I guess, different NPCs will prefer different biomes.
Weird.
And so their happiness is affected by where they are, which is weird because like you used to like just have the most fucking like machined, like not realistic, like this is the exact minimum amount of space you need to attract this NPC, and we're going to put a big row of them, and they're all going to have their little tiny rooms and stand there and serve us.
Yep.
And now the idea that they might want to live somewhere else and you might need to trek out to see somebody if you want to keep them happy or whatever seems like potentially really cool. I don't know how much that actually matters.
I saw they added like a kind of equivalent to the Minecraft creative mode where like you can control the weather, you can duplicate items and stuff.
That's cool.
Like that seems pretty cool for the people who just want to make cool fortresses and shit.
Well, you might, and Matt Rory is another big Terraria guy. He was saying something about like that item duplication in a way that sounds like it might be part of the game. Like you research an item and then you can just make more, which is fucking kind of wild too. So yeah, I have not dug into the new update, but I'm really looking forward to yeah, that's pretty cool.
How does it handle?
Oh,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
How does it handle characters? Are they tied to servers, or do you take a character all over the place?
No, so
really?
well, maybe it's different per server. Maybe servers can have specific things, but there was definitely like I have one character and I'm going to bring it into my single player world and then bring it into a multiplayer world. And so you would have a situation where, like, when I was playing with people years ago, we definitely had our like, these are our legit characters we're playing on the server with, and then it was like sometimes someone would join as the character they use the save editor to build, and just have like a billion of every, just like the sword that shoots swords and all this other ridiculous bullshit, and like, oh, well, I've got maximum mana and everything else, and all that. So it seemed like I want to say you can move a character around. But yeah, I don't know if that's still the case. It's been a long time since I've played any significant amount of Terraria, but
and this is
but
it.
I did like it a lot, and yeah, this is it. There's never been a better time to play Terraria, I guess.
Like,
it's true. I got into it with a group of friends a few weeks ago, and we only played for like twice for a few hours. But it honestly, that game, like Minecraft, is one of those like nice, like it fits like a glove. You hop back in and just immediately you're doing what you remember you were doing, what you enjoyed doing back when you were playing.
And the Terraria people are not the Starbound people, right?
It's, what is it? There's I want to say it's the artist from Terraria, but not the rest of it.
Okay.
There is some tie there, but I don't think it's I think it's the artist did the art for Starbound, but it's different people or something. And I don't know what to deal with Terraria, because at some point with Terraria they said like we're gonna do Terraria 2 and also we're doing this other Terraria thing, and then a bunch of stuff got canceled and uncanceled and whatever else. I didn't follow that stuff super closely to know what they were doing next. But I guess like if they're wrapping this up, then I don't know if that means that like, hey, they've got a Terraria 2 that they're thinking about, or what the deal is. But hey, I would be down to check out this Terraria, and if they do something else or do something, a follow up or whatever it is, I would be down to check that out as well. It was one that they wanted to do like a story based thing or something. I thought
Weird.
I forget what it was. There were a couple of different things that they had announced that I think got killed or whatever. But yeah, I would love to. Yes, I would love to get on a Terraria server and do some stuff as well. Though I just want to dig. That's all.
I get it.
And also get like the ability to jump 4 times and hold balloons so that I don't take fall damage and all the other cool Terraria shit.
Yeah, the cool Terraria shit I always could never wrap my mind around. Like I had a friend pop into like a friendly server and he was all decked out and I think I was just covered in dirt. And he was just like grappling around and it was like,
yeah, exactly. Like I've got 3 grapple hooks and I can jump 4 times and I have a jetpack and also I can't I don't take fall damage, so I'm just, and when I run I haul fucking ass. Like when you really get all that stuff equipped, it's crazy. Like the mobility in that game is pretty wild. So the thing I did reinstall though, we talked about earlier, Terraria.
Yeah.
Ayo.
Yeah. I won't get into this too much. It was on the news list, but we talked about most of it already. It's just it is a long ass list of patches. They're calling it the Journey's End update, and yeah, man, 9 years.
Wow.
That's crazy. That game does not seem that old, but I guess it is. Like, yeah, the more I think about it, like, damn, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, Terraria is a old fucking game.
Did they start out selling it like through their own website or something like that? Like it was not even
sounds
on,
right.
Like I think did it only come to like major storefronts later?
That sounds right.
Yeah, because I think I own Terraria, but I don't own it on Steam, I think.
Okay. I think you can generate a Steam key through whatever. I want to say they made everybody whole on that at some point by rolling it in. But we should play some Terraria. All right.
I've never played it before. I'll get that shit going.
If you like Minecraft, you like side-scrolling.
There's yo-yos.
Yeah, just the different weapon types and all the other stuff, and just going into the dungeons and all. Oh, there's so much cool ass shit. You get a magic mirror that lets you teleport back to your home base whenever you want.
I saw somebody in the chat earlier saying that like if you get the NPCs in the different villages to like you enough, that you can fast travel.
Oh, yeah. Well, the mirror, I mean, basically lets you fast travel back.
It's a one way, but
yeah, it's one way. But all right, that's
right. Doors open automatically.
You don't need pressure plates?
Oh man, those pressure plates.
All right,
some good stuff.
Video games are good again. It's official.
Finally.